Picture this. Jane, a hard-working employee, is presenting her project at a team meeting. Suddenly, her colleague Mark chimes in. That presentation was a total mess. Jane's immediate reaction? Anger flares up, but she's stuck. She doesn't know how to fire back without making things worse. In that moment, she feels utterly frustrated and powerless. But fear not. In this video, we'll delve into effective strategies for handling insults with grace and composure. We'll explore how to prevent insults from getting under your skin and how to navigate them with confidence. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Nidhi. I'm a corporate leader turned hypnotherapist and life coach. In my channel, I talk about everything related to personal and professional growth using both your conscious and subconscious mind to help you get to your next level. You know, it's often said that people who get a kick out of insulting others are often dealing with their own issues. Hurt people tend to hurt others, and sometimes insults are their way of lashing out at the world. It's kind of like they're carrying around a backpack full of rocks and they're just looking for someone to pass it off to. But here's the thing, we don't have to carry that burden for them. We have the power to decide whether or not we want to let their insults affect us. It's like when someone tries to give you a gift you didn't ask for. You can politely decline, right? Well, the same goes for insults. If we are secure in ourselves and our worth, we can choose not to accept their negativity. So let's say it again. We have the power to decide whether or not we want to let their insults affect us. Despite insults being beyond our control, many people react negatively, feeling hurt or angry. And let's be real, it's totally understandable to feel that way. But reacting to insults is often a waste of energy. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire. It just makes things worse. Insults can vary, driven by ignorance, anger, or even wisdom. It's a mixed bag, really. Picture this. Someone tosses an insult your way, maybe about your appearance or something you said. Now, instead of taking it to the heart, you recognize that it's more about them than it's about you. So, you kindly decline their gift of negativity and let it bounce right off you. After all, their words say more about their own insecurities than they do about you. By taking this approach, you're not only protecting your own mental well-being, but also refusing to play into their game of negativity. It's like setting up a boundary that says, hey, I'm not here to be your emotional punching bag. And that's pretty empowering if you ask me. So whilst ignoring the insult and not letting it affect you is the best way to deal with an insult. If that's really not your thing, I hear you. Here are 3 effective ways of dealing with someone who insults you. Number 1, negative visualization. Negative visualization is a cognitive technique rooted in the Stoic philosophy that involves imagining or visualizing worst-case scenario or negative outcomes. Its basis lies in preparing oneself mentally and emotionally for adversity by contemplating potential hardships. Once upon a time, there was this amazing artist named Maya. She poured her heart and soul into her paintings, bringing her unique vision to life on the canvas. One day, Maya was at an art exhibition showcasing her latest creations. As she mingled with the crowd, she overheard a group of people making some pretty harsh comments about her work. They were criticizing everything from her color choices to her brush strokes, and Maya couldn't help but feel a little hurt. But Maya was no stranger to dealing with criticism. She remembered something her mentor had taught her about negative visualization. So she took a moment to close her eyes and imagine the worst case scenario. What if everyone hated her paintings? What if she never sold another piece again? As Maya visualized these possibilities, something clicked. She realized that these insults were just words, and they only had power if she let them. With a newfound sense of clarity, Maya approached the group and thanked them for their feedback, seeking it as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack. From then on, Maya continued to create art that spoke to her soul, unfazed by the fear of rejection. She embraced negative visualization as a tool for building resilience and finding peace in the face of adversity. Number 2, Trojan horse compliments. Trojan horse compliments are a clever way to clap back at insults without escalating the situation. They allow you to acknowledge the criticism while maintaining a positive and amicable atmosphere. This term draws its inspiration from the ancient Greek story of the Trojan horse. where the Greeks used a deceptive wooden horse to gain entry into the city of Troy. In the context of insults, a Trojan horse compliment is like a subtle attack wrapped in a seemingly harmless package of praise. Alright, picture this. You're hosting a dinner party and you've just spent hours slaving away in the kitchen whipping up your famous lasagna. As everyone digs in, one of your guests takes a bite and says, this could use a little more flavor. Now, you could feel offended and start stewing over their comment. But instead, you decide to deploy a Trojan horse compliment. You flash them a smile and say, thanks for the feedback. I guess my seasoning game isn't for everyone, but hey, at least it leaves more room for dessert, right? With that subtle response, you've managed to address their criticism while keeping things light and friendly. It's like giving them a taste of their own medicine, but with a side of sweetness. Number 3. Aikido insults. Aikido is a modern Japanese martial art developed in the early 20th century. It focuses on using the opponent's energy and movements against them, rather than directly opposing or clashing with them. The concept of Aikido insults borrows from this martial art philosophy. Aikido insults are all about keeping your cool and showing off your quick wit. By responding in a light-hearted manner, you not only disarm the insulter, but also leave everyone chuckling, including them. Let's switch gears to Aikido insults. It's like a judo for insults. So imagine you're giving a presentation at work and afterwards a colleague tells you, you seemed a bit nervous up there. Instead of getting defensive, you decide to use their comments to your advantage. You reply with a grin. Yeah, I'll admit I'm still refining my public speaking skills. But hey, at least I keep the audience on their toes, wondering what I'll say next. With that witty comeback, you've not only deflected their criticism, but also turned it into a joke. It's like you've taken their insult and effortlessly flipped it around. Remember, getting offended by insults is a choice. Focusing energy on what truly matters rather than dwelling on insults leads to a more fulfilling life. So the next time someone tries to rain on your parade with an insult, remember that you have the power to keep your umbrella up and your spirits high. Don't let their negativity dampen your day. You've got better things to focus on. That's it for this video. Hope you liked it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Your subscription doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me bring more content like this to you. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.